First of all, I want to commend the CS and all the partners for getting us to this place that we are today. We know that domestic violence is really on the rise, and we saw its ugly face during the pandemic. We also cannot just talk domestic violence, we have to look at gender-based violence as a whole. And when I talk gender-based violence, I'm talking about the teenage pregnancies, which when we met His Excellency the President, he told us we need to address teenage pregnancies. And of course, there is no way to address teenage pregnancies if we deny our children comprehensive sex education. When we talk about gender-based violence, we also talk about rape, and we talk about sodomy, and we talk about all other crimes that are related to sexual gender-based violence. As Nairobi Woman Rep, when I became the Member of Parliament, it came to my realization that we don't have. We talk about the gender desk in the police, and the police, we have to commend them. They have come up with police units where you can go and file your report in privacy, but there was not enough facilities in our station. So one of the first things that we did as Nairobi is to get a project going for 17 police stations to have GBV units, SGBV units, and we have actually ready to commission 9 of them. We also decided to put up a safe space, a safe house. Now, the safe house had a lot of challenges. We kept saving our money because we knew it would be something we have to put in the capital city that would be a model for the entire country, as well as the continent as a whole, because sexual gender-based violence is not just unique to one county or one country. And now we're looking globally with the vision that our president has, not just for Kenya, but for the continent as a whole. So I'm happy to report that we have partnered with Nairobi County. Under the leadership of N. Kananu, when she was governor, we were able to secure a parcel of land, and in that parcel of land we're putting up Nairobi's first government-run GBV safe space, and we're going to be very proud to launch that hopefully in the next 6 months or so. But when we look at gender-based violence, I mean, the rules, the regulations, all this is important, the budgets, the hospitals, but what's important, more important, is the training. I want to give you an example of what happened in India. In India, they were having rape, and it was really becoming very, very difficult for people who were raped, the women who were raped, to be sensitive, to actually get justice. And what happened is they took an NGO going out there and saying, you know what, it's time we got women trained as lawyers and trained to help these women who come out and say that they've been raped. And the program actually brought in a lot of women who were survivors, who went through law school, and they came back and be able to actually help give justice to the people of GBV. So when we have the laws, we also have to sensitize. I mean, the skit here today showed a policewoman that was a bit insensitive, you know, it was a bit comical. That person who's coming is so aggrieved, is broken, you know, telling her go cry and then come back. You know, we might laugh about it, it might be a skit, but some of these skits actually give us a message. I think it's important for us to get the data. I was recently in Murang'a County. CS, we went to Murang'a County. He says it was developed in-house, but seriously, what he has put together is something worth replicating on our GBV space. Now, while I have this platform, I'm a bit disheartened this morning when I woke up to a clip by Muhammad Ali, a fellow member of Parliament for Nyali. Now, in that clip, he calls for the killing of LGBTQI people. Of course, we have a way of referring to them in Mombasa, which is, you know, the Shoga community, and we are saying that they should be killed. Now, I want to stand here and say something. Our penal code and our constitution does not call for the killing of any LGBTQI persons. Our judiciary has been very bold to uphold the human rights of the LGBTQI community, but by allowing them to be registered. So they're following the law. So they should not be criticized for doing what they're doing. They're an arm of government and they've done right by the LGBTQI community. I'm a Catholic, and our Pope says, it may be a sin, but it's not criminal. So I want us to remember that God is love. And as we're calling for harm to the LGBTQI community, we remember the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments says, thou shalt not kill. And the only person who can judge humans is God. That moral judgment. So as I stand here, I'm very proud that we're making progress in terms of domestic violence. I'm very proud of the stages and the steps that we're taking as a country, but I'm also saddened that a member of parliament can stand up on a podium and ask citizens to kill members of the LGBTQI. I hope that the police have watched that clip, because this is definitely not allowed. It's not allowed in Kenya for you to go and kill anyone. All right? It's not allowed. It's against our laws. Thank you, and God bless you.